Good morning, guys. Today is, what is today? Today is December 7th, 2018, and it is 10:13 a.m. A cold day, but not a bone cold. Sun is out. I might as well show you. Why break tradition here? And that's about it. So, a couple of things came in. One came in the other day, which I believe I showed you. I bought this cell phone. Now, why I bought it is, there's a couple of reasons. One is, it was cheap. And for what this particular phone is going to be used for, I don't need an expensive phone. I just need one that's going to work. And that's why I bought this one. This is a secondary line. It's hardly ever used. So it was just one of those phones that I needed it. I was using this old Galaxy S3. That's what I was using. Okay, yeah, coffee. And it's getting to the point to where the battery goes dead, even if the phone's off. So the battery's tired. But the phone's also tired. The phone is, I mean, even when the phone is on and running and using it, it eats up battery power like crazy because the technology back then was just not what it is now. This is probably 10, 12 years old. I'm guesstimating at this point, but it's a Galaxy 3, S3, whatever. And it's time to get something else. I can't see buying a new battery for it. Excuse me. Even though it would probably only cost me about 15 bucks, if that, because it's so old. And that's if I were able to find another battery for it, which I sure can. But meanwhile, for 75 bucks, it was easier just to buy this phone. And this phone has got some beef to it. I like the phone, you know, because it looks like it can handle a drop, you know, among other things. So I haven't taken the protector off it yet or anything like that. I did activate it last night, so I gotta kind of like play with the SIMS card and get everything up and running to see if it's going to work. And then something else came in. Now, when this came in, I told you guys I bought it. This is the actual package that it's in, and it's called, you can get it from Gear D Hardware. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because the product looks great. Now, if it runs and looks and acts, well, I know what it looks like, acts as good as it looks and feels, it's going to be a good piece. The only thing I didn't like about it, or I don't like so far, is the shipping. When they shipped it, they wrapped this in a paper that resembles the package, but without the, well, I don't even remember now. It may have said Gear on it too. I don't even know if I have it out here or not. Probably not. But it resembles the package. And if you were to see a package like this and you were one of those UPS or FedEx thieves, you know, that are going to lose packages, this would be one that you'd want to lose because of the weight that's in it and the way that it looks, because it would look almost just like this, really. I mean, so I don't care for that. It didn't come with a plain Jane white package. It was almost enticing you to take it, that type of thing. Other than that, that's the only problem I really had with that so far. Now, let's find it. I already taken it out because it was wrapped in plastic and everything else. I am not a watch person by no means. I haven't worn one in years. If I need to know the time, I click the cell phone. Half the time, no, you get to know the time. You know roughly what time it is. So I don't have a lot of scheduled appointments where I have to make it a certain time where I got to keep looking at my watch. I set the alarm on the phone, set it ahead of time, it reminds me I'm done. So that's kind of how that works. But they make 3 or 4 different types of watches. This one caught my eye. This one and another one that I'm actually thinking about. Wait a minute, Bear. of purchasing. They had a deal on this one. It was one of those Black Friday deals, or Black Monday, or whatever you want to call it. It was Friday. I bought it on a Monday. This is their watches run $179 each. They're all the same price. Some come with different bands, some have different faces. They have 3, possibly 4 different types. 2 in which I like. Even though I'm not a watch person,
New message. USL George W.
I like.
I am unable to answer Joe. Let him know I will be available for the 11th.
Okay. So I ordered it. They had it on special, like I was saying, for 90 bucks. So for 90 bucks, I said, let me see just how good it is before I decide to order 2 of them at $179 a piece. And I like it. So far. I haven't used it, I haven't worn it yet, but just by the look and the quality and the weight, they did put a lot of weight behind it. I like the watch. I can see myself putting this on and not taking it off. It's made by Gear D, the word gear, letter D, Delta Hardware, and that's what it is. Now again, I'm not getting anything for this because I don't give 2 craps about that. Again, if I like something, I'll let you know. If I don't like it, I let you know. If I like it now, I'll let you know, and if I hate it later, I'll let you know. So basically, that's where we're at. So I'm going to play with this and set up some of the windows, because it's got, and this is a Porsche shop, but it's got 4 windows down here, and those separate windows allow you to set whatever you want to set to put in that window. Hold on, I gotta get some treats to these boys, otherwise they're gonna be all over them. I haven't got it the other day, I haven't got them. I got this. No? Wait a minute. Big boy one? Okay. Sorry guys. Now I have a big wrist, by the way. Always have. So I was concerned about the size of the band. He did say that they can send us extra links if we wanted them. Not a big deal. And he did say we can have a different band if I want. Not a big deal. But when I bought it and when I got it, and I'm just going to put it on my left hand for now. It's got this little piece, and this is nice too. It locks down this way. It's got 2 lock pins on the side, on either side, plus it's got the little lock down there. Now that may be normal now for watches. I have no idea, because again, I haven't worn a watch in so long. I have no idea what they've done. But I do like the way that it fits and feels. It's not a small watch. Now it could be one of those retro watches, I guess you would want to call it, if you were a very small person and you wanted something big, you know, on your wrist, or something like that. You're used to big things. You want to look, you know, the 60s, the 70s type look. Then it would be perfect, because it is a big watch. I'm not sure just how big. I don't have a tape around here or nearby to measure it, but it is a big watch. But there's 4 individual screens, little LED screens in here, or LCD. And you can have those do whatever you want within the spectrum of what the watch is capable of doing. So you can actually change these windows to show time, stopwatch, an alarm, date, you know, time in another another area, another country, another time zone. It has a lot going for it. And again, I got it for 90 bucks. He still may hold it. The guy's name is Chris. He owns the place. Nice guy. You know, if you told him you've seen it, you know, if you were to want one and wanted a good deal on it, I believe if you told him that you had gotten an email or you've seen it due to his Black Friday special for 90 bucks, does that still hold? I'm almost sure he'll say yes, because he's a good guy. I talked to him on the phone for a while, actually. You know, trying to just decide, should I buy one or two or whatever? And he said, why don't you just buy the one for now, see what it's like. You know, I mean, he could have very easily said, well, buy two, and if you don't like it, send it back. Well, he wasn't that way, you know, so I can already see myself going nuts here. I'm wiping the fingerprints off it. I gotta just say, screw it. Now, the advertisement that they show on this is, they say it's practically, not, but it's practically bulletproof. Sorry guys, this morning just seems to be worse than normal. But one of the advertisements on the internet that they're showing on their website is this sitting down and them hitting it with a hammer, and the crystal not being bothered at all. And they say if it does break, send it back to them to get another one. So at that point, you know, now that is warranty. It would only be as good as the company's time. If the company's not in business anymore, well, it's not going to work. I can give you a lifetime warranty, no questions asked, on anything that I may have or want to sell, as long as I'm in business. If I go out of business, the warranty is useless, you know. So at that point, you know, it's just a sales pitch at this point that can or may not be honored. So, but anyway, that's it, guys. I know you're seeing a lot of reflection from it because it's just bad lighting for this out here with the crystal and the lighting and everything else I got going on here. But take a peek at it. I'll tell you, it's got a nice feel to it. It really does. I will probably just put this on and forget about it, and we'll see what happens. So far, it's keeping the right time. So, but anyway, so much for that. So it's still 12/7/2018. It is now 10:25 a.m. and I've got a sandwich over here that I'm waiting for it to cool, and I have my coffee over here that I have to sip on, and I got a few things I want to do today. I'll take you along. One is I'm going to experiment with my amplifier for the cell phone, because the other one is going back. It's not worth the money. I wouldn't even say it's worth $100, because it doesn't give you enough to say it's working. You know what I mean? It's too sporadic. Hold the phone this way, you get 3 bars. Turn it this way, you get 2 bars. Come on. You know what I mean? If I got an amplifier here, it should be able to handle 3 bars. Right? So, but anyway, that's it. I'll be back.